Right, hello guys, and welcome to today's video. Now, as you can tell, it is the Al Mazrah Shadow Siege MW3 reveal event here in Modern Warfare 2 that took place in Warzone. I'm going to go quiet real quick for you guys though, just to this moment, because as you guys can see, this is going to be a cutscene for you, and I'm sure you guys want to listen to this, so I'm just going to go quiet for you guys. I'll come back and discuss this event in full to you guys, so bear with me, and I'll come back in a second.
Shit done, he's the man you want in charge. 01, you have the con.
Thank you, General. This is an airborne-to-ground assault on the Coney-occupied Zaya Observatory. Intel reports a subterranean level is currently hiding an arsenal of chemical munitions big enough to take out the Middle East and Europe. Our primary objective is to keep that from happening. We're going to do that in 4 phases. The first of which will be to infill from the air. The target's currently defended by active SAM sites. Our planes will be taking direct fire, so expect a bumpy ride. From the offset LZs, all shadows will mobilize to your first objective. One of 8 enemy missile launchers located around the perimeter of the observatory. You will take over your assigned launcher and on my mark, initiate a focused fire attack, destroying Zaya and blasting ourselves one colossal entry point into that underground complex. Once inside, you will locate the chemicals, collect as many canisters as you can, and double time to an extract point, where you will exfil your cargo and yourselves. This will not be a walk in the park, but high risk is high reward. I'll be with you on comms. Now, are we good to get some? Yeah. Say we good to get some? Yeah. All right, let's get locked and loaded.
Okay, I hope you like that little cutscene there, because of course that was giving us our mission details for this event, which, if you guys didn't know, is now live in Warzone 2. So if you go over to Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, you can play this event for, I believe, the next 3 days or so. This is a little bit, well, I say a little bit rough. You're going to see it's a little bit laggy for me, because if you look in the top left, it was 158 milliseconds latency. It was very difficult to get into a game very quickly, because as you guys can tell, everyone was trying to hop on, get in there, you know, people trying to record their own footage and stuff. Of course, I was as well. There were other people just trying to play the event and, you know, experience the event, which, I'm going to be honest, like, I'm just going to straight up, like, review the event. The event was a probably solid 8 or 9 out of 10. This was really, really cool. I'm not going to spoil everything too much for you guys. Obviously, if you guys clicked on this video and don't want any spoilers, I'd click off the video now, because you are going to see everything from the trailer to, like, the actual reveal of MW3, of course, and just everything you have to do in this event. If you don't want to have it spoiled, then I'd advise you just click off this video or watch it at a later date. But yeah, so as you can see, we're going through the mission here, and what it is, so for me, I got put into this game, and I wasn't sure if you'd get put into a team or not, like, automatically, because I don't have the party, like, set to fill automatically, but it seems that you do. So if you go in on your own, you will get other players, which you will need, because you do all work together. No, you can't kill other players who are in this lobby. You are all working together to kind of get these missions done. So the first thing you have to do is capture missiles. Now, as you can see there, it says 0 of 8 of captured missile launchers. Now, it will assign your team one, like, it will clear... It will show in a different color on the map to the other ones to assign you your missile. So you go there, basically defend the missile, essentially, as you can see here. It spawns around loads of, like, it's essentially like playing DMZ. They're spawning loads of AI on top of you. They're not difficult AI. They can sometimes be a little bit iffy. Like, you'll see later on in the event, like, they might get a little bit more difficult. I don't know if there's a difficulty thing or they're all just set to, like, beginner or something. But yeah, you're just sitting here defending this missile. It takes a little while, but if you have all 4 players on it, it's very easy to do. And whilst you're doing this, as you can see, there are obviously the other 7 missiles on top of the missile that you're doing, which should have, hopefully, as long as your lobby isn't, like, messing about and, you know, isn't being stupid, or people haven't been lagged out of the session, etc., they should be also at the same time of you doing your missile, be capturing their missiles and getting their missiles ready to launch, which, as you guys know, will be set to head up to there, up the top of that mountain there, and destroy that area of the map, which we'll get into there. But whilst this is going on, of course, I'll talk about, obviously, Modern Warfare 3 and the things that have been kind of, like, showcased now and what we've got. So if you guys didn't know, it is now confirmed at launch we have 16 16 full multiplayer MW2 maps, OG Modern Warfare 2. So you guys, as we know, you've seen me, if you're new to the channel, you may not have seen, but I've been playing back and playing on these older Call of Duties, and of course we've played Modern Warfare 2 recently, and all those OG Modern Warfare 2 maps, 16 of them will be available at launch to play. So that's your, oh god, what we're thinking, trying to think of all the maps now, but you've got all the maps in the game, like your original Rust, etc., Favela, all these OG Modern Warfare 2 maps will be available at launch, which I think is really cool. It means we're kind of guaranteed to have some pretty good maps, which is something you don't really get. Now, as you guys can see here, 7 of 8 was completed. It takes a little while here for us to all realise that, I'm guessing maybe a team lagged out or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many people are actually put into a lobby. I believe it's 32. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's around 32 players. So I believe there's supposed to be enough people to be able to, you know, do each rocket missile, etc. But eventually I do get the hint that we all need to go over there and like deal with this missile, because I think everyone was thinking that someone was over there dealing with it, and then eventually we do go over there. So yeah, but if that happens to you guys, of course, if you see that there's a missile that's not being done, don't worry. You can go over to it. Your missile doesn't reset or anything. You can just go over to that missile. And again, I was worried because obviously, you know, this is kind of a new thing. I did not know whether the, you know, players around you could kill you and like ruin the event for you, etc. You are all working together to get these missiles launched up to the top of that mountain. So you can drive over it again. I did start to drive there. You're going to probably be a little bit annoyed as I turn away, because again, I wasn't sure whether to be ready to go to the next bit, or I didn't want to risk like dying. That's what it was, you know. Obviously I wanted to get the footage for you guys to showcase this event, and I was playing at 150 milliseconds of lag, so it was a little bit difficult. But yeah, so Modern Warfare 3 will have 16 maps from MW2 multiplayer at launch, which is again fantastic. It means we're guaranteed some bangers. They have also said that I'm guessing 6v6 core maps are getting released during the game's life cycle, which does suck a little bit. Like, I was hoping that we'd get some crazy map pool of like 20 to 24 maps. Like, you know, they'd make some maps alongside the original Modern Warfare 2 maps, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case. We will be getting maps filtered to us through, of course, what will be, you know, Modern Warfare 3 Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, etc. How many maps we get per season, again, we don't know, but that'll be something we find out, of course, when we get the chance to play Modern Warfare 3. Obviously, the game is now pre-orderable as well, so you can pre-order it for PlayStation, Xbox, PC, you know, whatever platform you're on. Can't remember what the price exactly, but I believe it's like $70 or, you know, $69.99 pounds, dollars, whatever currency is for you for your standard edition. And then of course you get a Vault edition, which gives you 50 tier skips, a black cell bundle from the launch, a Vault edition like weapon again. Don't know if they're actually going to continue with, like, do better with it this time, because obviously they released a Vault edition weapon for Modern Warfare 2 and didn't really take it anywhere, did they? They didn't do anything with that. So hopefully they do something more with it this time and actually, you know, make more of those during the game. Again, they'll probably charge you for, you know, COD points and stuff, so it's up to you guys whether you want to buy them or not. But yeah, on top of that, confirmed, of course, we're getting a campaign, you know. Of course, that's expected. That's kind of what the trailer at the end of the video, which I will have a timestamp for if you guys just want to see the Modern Warfare 3 trailer. That will be at the end of the video. Again, that is a spoiler. If you guys are trying not to see the trailer and want to do this event yourself and see the trailer, then, you know, just click off this video before the end of that, or at that timestamp, and you won't see the trailer. But yeah, as you guys can see, the rocket's started to launch now. We're obviously over here. We've got this rocket launch. Not too difficult. Again, you've got like 24 to 32 players, however many there are in this lobby, to help yourselves out. Don't know what happened to one of my players. I might have backed out or something. As you can see, all these rockets up in the sky, and that's where you need to head to next. So that is going to completely destroy that. And you get, I believe there's 3 separate bunkers up there. So in these 3 separate bunkers, you're going to find gas canisters. I would advise, of course, getting a vehicle, a decently armored one. I didn't have a decently armored one. I just found the nearest one to me and tried to get up there as quick as possible. You also get these little snippets whilst you're doing this as well. Sorry if I'm talking over them and you guys can't hear them. I'm not sure how loud the audio is. But again, when you guys get to play the event, you'll be able to hear these audios. And spoiler, try and find little details. There are little things that I believe you can pick up, because I did it in the tunnel, and I don't know if that was the case in like other section of the map that I might have missed. Again, this was me going through and playing the event first time, and obviously I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. It was kind of a go in, do whatever, and hope for the best sort of thing. So yeah, as you can see, we're now going to the hidden bunker. It says to invade the hidden bunker, and you're going to find a lot of AI in here, so make sure you're well equipped. Grenades, stuns, You might even want to have oh, what do you call it? What's those things called that glow up? No, whatever that tactical is that allows you to see these enemies in the dark as they highlights them. You might want this, because as you're going to see, it's quite dark in this section, and also your teammates will be throwing smokes. You can't control what your teammates are doing, of course. Make sure you're armoring up as well. You will take a lot of damage, and there's like the little robot thing in here. As you can see, I went down. And don't worry too much about gas mask. I don't know if it automatically like refills it for you and like gives you a gas mask, because I didn't feel the need to have to pick up a gas mask. It felt like it just kept giving me them. But as you can see, it gives you gas mask. And make sure you're picking these up. The gas canisters, you will get put into a third person mode. I have the setting that changes my third person mode into first person. So, you know, if you guys want to change your setting to do that, that's up to you. But it will put you in third person. You will play in third person. As you can see, there's this little robot. I think that's the only one. I don't know. It's the only one that I remember seeing during this whole stint. But this gets a little hectic. So you're going to find that people are throwing smokes, grenades. There's AI everywhere. So watch yourself. Because if you do go down, you got to be hopeful that your team, at least the players in your lobby, are going to be helpful and help you out. Because you're going to find that well, you can revive the people in your squad, but at the same time you can also revive as you can see, the other players. So even the people not in your squad, you can revive them, which I advise you do. Of course, these people in your lobby want to help you, you know, experience this event, and they'll help you out. If you revive your teammates, they're going to help you out. So do that. But as you can see, this is what you need to do. You have 45 gas canisters that you have to exfil. I didn't realize this until a little bit, because so I've got my one here, and you basically push your way through to the end of the tunnel, and you get to a helicopter, and then in there you basically drop your gas canister. And what you might want to do is then, well, you'll have to, because there's not enough players to take enough gas canisters to there, is come back out. There is actually a dirt bike at the end of the tunnel, which I wasn't using. Again, I probably should have used it to make it the process a bit more quicker. But you can get another gas canister once you've dropped off your original gas canister, and then put that in to then, you know, hopefully build up the total as quick as possible, so you're not spending too long doing this event. But you've also got a timer there. I don't know what would happen if that timer went down to 0. Again, didn't find out. I think it was okay. You know, it should be plenty of time. Unless you're in a lobby where like everyone just gets absolutely destroyed or something, you should be fine to exfil. And as you can see, use this grenade. You're going to need this. Smokes everywhere. I don't know if the AI throws smokes. I don't know if the AI throw trophies. They're just everywhere. They're armored up. You know, you want to make sure you are fully equipped for this. I'd also advise probably going in with the ammo, what do you call it? The ammo special ability. Don't want to go in with dead silence. Like maybe even a trophy system. You might want to go in with a trophy system to avoid getting grenaded and stuff, and all the explosives that might be going on. But yeah, you can see it's absolute chaos in here. There's things going off everywhere. But on top of that, let's talk about whilst this is going on. Also, in this is where you can find random things. I'm sure you'll see it at some point during this little gameplay segment. And you can't pick up more than one as well, as you guys saw there. You can only carry the one, so make sure you get your one into the helicopter and then go back out of the helicopter to go get another one, of course, if you are nowhere near to getting the gas canisters exfilled completed. But yeah, so as you can see as well, I'm reviving the players that aren't on my team too. Well, they are on my team, but not exactly in my squad, if you see what I'm saying. But anyway, so let's get into it. I'm kind of staying off topic here. Modern Warfare 3 will also have zombies, done by Treyarch. Not too much information about that so far, except that it's open world. So I'm gonna imagine this will be like Outbreak from what you call it, Cold War. So it'll be interesting. See how that's done. It's not round based, and yeah, I found a burner phone. Don't know if there was more items across the map. Again, I might go back in and try and see. And, you know, you guys can try it too. Try and find these burner phones. I don't know if there's more of them burner phones or just different items across the map. And then, yeah, you get in the helicopter, you place your gas canister. But you could go and get more. I thought once you put your one in, the helicopter kind of takes you away and that's it. No, you've got to go, obviously, and fill out the 45 gas canisters. And there's obviously helicopters around here that start shooting you and everything. It's crazy. And then, yeah, there's the dirt bug that I probably should have used. But anyway, so continuing on, Modern Warfare 3 will have zombies, which is intriguing because this is something I've not seen before, of course, in a kind of, it's weird. It's a Sledgehammer game, isn't it? But it's kind of built off of Infinity Ward. It's built off of what Infinity Ward designed for Modern Warfare 2. It's a weird one. It's kind of like all three development teams working together. It seems to be though mainly Sledgehammer and Treyarch are developing the next edition of Call of Duty, being Modern Warfare 3, of course. and we're going to have zombies, which fantastic news is being done by Treyarch. I put a lot of faith in Treyarch to do zombies correctly. I think everyone does. I think everyone absolutely... I think at this point, with how Modern Warfare 2 has went, I believe everyone believes that Treyarch is the best developer out of the three. So having them work on zombies can be absolutely fantastic. I will give it a shot, of course. Again, it is open world. It says as well you'll have other players battling alongside you. So I don't know if we're going to get some crazy, like, no longer 4-person zombies on the map, like 4 players and you go around and do your own thing. It might be more than 4. Like, you might be able to play with, I'd imagine, max 32 players. Again, we don't know all the details yet. Will be interesting to see what we get revealed to us in the coming days, of course, and months and stuff like that. There will also be a beta. Again, a lot of this is revealed at the end where the trailer is, which of course I will go silent for so you guys can listen to the trailer in full. I won't talk over the trailer for you guys. But the trailer was awesome. I will say that, you know, and again, spoiler, I don't want to spoil it for those who don't want to have it spoiled, but the trailer was absolutely fantastic. Call of Duty does a great job with trailers. I mean, let's be honest, Call of Duty just does a great job. Well, Activision, Treyarch, you know, they all do a great job of hyping up the next game, which this was pretty hype, I'm not going to lie. It was really cool. It doesn't change my expectation of the next game, which I'm still, like, I'm optimistic of it being good, and I'm hoping it'll be good. There's a lot of things that are promising, but I'm always curious because there's always something that kind of ruins the next release of Call of Duty. There's always something that happens, but we're getting things like, of course, Dead Silence built as a perk, apparently. Stalker's going to be a perk, so that's going to be interesting. That's built in stock, of course. Red dots in the minimap, stuff that we're supposed to realistically have in Call of Duty normally, to be honest, you know, but unfortunately, you know, Infinity Ward decided to do the opposite of what we actually want. But it seems like we're getting all the things that we do want in the next COD, which is really a really good sign. This might be the fact that Modern Warfare 2 just didn't do as well. Like, again, it did well in sales, but actually holding a player base, it did not do well at all. Like, it's not a dead game, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. The quotation of dead game, it wasn't a dead game. It's still a very popular game. Still up there with the top games, you know, that sell now. But this is Call of Duty. Call of Duty is meant to be by far and away the top dog. Until a game like GTA releases, you know, like GTA 6 or a Red Dead Redemption, you know, Call of Duty is always on top of the charts. So I'm hoping what's happened here is they've seen what's been going on with the player base, and because of it, they're now going to give us what we want as the player base. And again, we've got Sledgehammer and Treyarch doing the decisions here, and they're normally great with community feedback, listening to what the community wants. Again, it sometimes takes time to implement those things, but it sounds like we're going to get all the things that we want to have, and the things I'm hearing are just absolutely fantastic at the moment for the next release. And of course, if you guys didn't know as well, the details were kind of leaked on this like a few days ago anyway, but Modern Warfare 2 weapons will carry over into Modern Warfare 3. It will also be 150 HP, which doesn't really mean anything actually. Like, I know a lot of people look into that and mean that means a slower time to kill. It doesn't necessarily mean that, because if they just make the weapon, let's say they choose like an assault rifle and it does 50 damage per bullet, it's still a 3-shot kill, if you see what I'm saying. So we'll have to see what that means. But the best thing about 150 HP compared to 100, they can fine-tune the weapons and make them more unique, which is cool. Like different fire rates, different damage. It makes all the weapons more different instead of some weapons feeling the same as other weapons. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, so we've got that coming. What else was it? Modern Warfare 2 weapons carry over into Modern Warfare 3, of course, which again will be interesting to see how that works, because obviously Modern Warfare 2 weapons are designed to be based off of 100 HP, so how they're going to play and work in Modern Warfare 3 means I imagine all these weapons will change. So your Vaznevs, your Scar, well, your TAC-56, your MP5, whatever, you name it, will probably change, I imagine. I imagine those weapons will be changed for the release of Modern Warfare 3, so they will work differently in Modern Warfare 3. Your bundles and stuff carry over as well. It says, like, specific things, so I don't know. I'm guessing that means, from what I believe, so actual weapons skins and stuff will carry over for the weapons, but things like if there's a certain vehicle that's not in Modern Warfare 3, then of course you won't get the skin for that vehicle in Modern Warfare 3 if you've already unlocked it in Modern Warfare 2, because that vehicle of course won't exist in Modern Warfare 3. But anyway, this is the part where we're now exfilling. Of course, we've captured the 45 gas canisters. Trying to defend, of course. Again, I do advise the smokes. I think the smokes are actually quite useful. It shouldn't be too hard for you guys anyway, that's what I'm saying. If you go in with a squad of 4, an actual squad of 4 as well, because again, this was me doing it solo, and normally doing things solo in Warzone, Warzone 2, whatever it may be, it's normally quite a difficult thing to do, but as you guys saw, there's loads of players. There's like, again, I think it's 24 to 32 people are put into a lobby. I don't know how difficult it's going to be for you guys to get into a lobby. Again, when I was trying to do this, it was a little bit difficult because everyone was trying to do this. Those servers were laggy, and as you guys see, I'm on a 150 millisecond server, so I have no idea where this server was, but it was fine. You know, it's nothing too crazy. If you get into a lobby like this, which is 150 plus milliseconds, it's not a crazy thing. But anyway, this gets us to the Modern Warfare 3 official trailer, this does. So what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to go quiet for you. As you guys saw, mission accomplished. This now obviously exfils you, and then you get all these rewards after as well, like a tier skip, I believe, calling card, maybe a keychain, you know, your generic stuff you get for completing tasks like this in Modern Warfare 2. But yeah, so I'm going to go quiet now. I'm going to let you guys listen to the official Modern Warfare 3 reveal trailer, and yeah.
Canisters in the drums. All gas secure.
Да. Так точно, командир. Химикаты под контролем. Начали.
Hey, who are you talking to?
Все чисто. Командир Макаров, враги ликвидированы.
We need to roll under the radar to get this done.
Let's make sure they don't see the sunrise.
We need to know if he's working with Moscow.
We're in position.
Let's go to work, Bravo. He knows you're coming.
Copy that.
This is devastation on a global scale.
We have true missiles incoming. If you are there, get out. Kill civilians. Visual on target. We need medevac now. He wants a world war.
Pre-order the Vault Edition and get the Nemesis Operator Pack and the Fate Weapon Vaults, the Season 1 Black Cell Bundle with 50 tier skips, and more.
There you have it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe with notifications on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.